This is your all standing bar lift glutes workout. Very minimal equipment. We've got a glider, 2 weights, could be moderate to heavy, and then a long resistance band. If you do not have a glider and you are on carpet, option to use a paper plate or something like a magazine, or nothing at all. I can show you what you can do instead of that. And then if you're on hard floor, you could use a paper towel, a tissue, or even just wear socks. So let's go ahead and get started. You don't need much for this. It's all standing. If you're on carpet, option to just use the carpet or grab a mat. If you're on hard floor, go ahead and start with some breath work. Hands to the belly, step the feet out a little bit wider than the hips. Settle in, breathe. We start all of our classes like this with stillness and slowness, intention. Option to bring one hand up to the collarbone, one hand remains on the belly. Think about a big expansion as you inhale. As you exhale, just relax, let it go. Option to bring the hands to the rib cage. You can even gently sway side to side, helps calm the nervous system down a little bit more. Keep breathing. Something I've been loving lately is bringing opposite hand to rib cage, almost giving yourself a little bit of a hug. It's almost like you're wrapping or crossing a resistance band across your body, so you can get a little bit of resistance as you breathe. Totally optional. This way I can feel my lower rib cage a little bit easier. Good, give me 2 more. Think about that big breath in. Allow the rib cage to expand all the way around. Big breath out, long breath out. Good. Bring your arms by your side. Send one leg out in front. You can copy me, you can mirror me if you want, and start to circle out through that foot. So make sure you can see me during this video. I'm going to be turning on profile. Go ahead and switch directions at some points. But make sure you're facing me so you can see. You can look up whenever you need to follow cues. Lift that leg up. Hold on here if you need to. If you can, circle out through that hip for 4. Go for 3, 2, 1. Switch directions for 4. Nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. Set that foot down. Switch sides. Send the other foot out. Circle out through the ankle. If it feels better to keep the leg lifted, you can totally do that. And switch directions. Notice any crunching or popping through the ankle joint. Smaller range of motion if you need. It's always there for you. Hover that leg, circle out for 4. 3, 2, nice and slow. 1, switch directions for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Now bring both feet down. Place the hands on the hips, take a big breath in. Exhale, draw those hip bones together. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, release. Try not to change anything in the feet or the legs, the spine. Exhale, pull in. 1 more big breath in. Long breath out. Start to march those knees up. Lift. You can keep hands to the belly. Sometimes I like doing that as a kind of like a tactile cue to keep the lower belly pulled in. Good. Now, hamstring curls, press and press. You're just stepping side to side, alternating. Good. Awesome. Bring it back to the center. Now, tap opposite hand to foot and switch. Opposite hand to foot. Good. Now, same hand to foot, internal rotation for those hips. Good. You're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out the legs. Let's go ahead and get started with our work. We're starting off with glider lunges. So you'll need 1 weight and your glider. We're going to start work on the left side. So that means we're holding on to the wall with the right hand, or to a chair, whatever you have nearby, with the right hand. The glider, if you're using it, goes under your right foot. Now, let me show you what you can do instead of the glider. I'll show you what it looks like. You've got a weight in the outside hand. You're tapping the inside foot forward and tapping back. This is without the glider. Forward, tap back. To make it harder, you could hover and hover. Now, if you're using the glider, go ahead and grab that under your right foot. This is what this looks like. You're hinging over, sending that right leg back behind you, left leg is forward, and then press up, squeeze through that left side. So full range, I want you to find your pace. So we're going by time. There's no rush. You could stop sooner. You could always go longer if you need. You can always pause the video and make the set a little bit longer. I want you to think about pressing through that heel. You're gonna feel the glutes and the hamstrings light up on that front leg. The back leg is more of an afterthought. Good, keep that squeeze in the glutes the entire time. Allow yourself to slow down, almost like you're moving in slow motion. Like you're pressing that back foot through sand. Good, keep the core nice and strong. We have 5 more seconds. Keep your pace, 3, 2, and 1. Now set the glider aside, send that right leg back behind you again. Hinge over, find your low point. Keep the weight if you can. Seesaw, we press up and up, squeeze through the left side, down and down. Pressing through that left heel, lower and lower. You can stop and shake out during this interval if you need. You can even grab a lighter weight. You could drop the weight. You could pick up heavier if that's available for you. Good. Keep that squeeze the entire time. So bar lift class, we do use heavier weights, but we do have those periods or intervals where we are using body weight. So I love the mixture of strength and endurance. We've got 15 more seconds. Think about not moving through the spine. Keep the back nice and still. The back leg is just going along for the ride. Good. Give me 1 more. Press it all the way up. Now lunges, send that right leg back behind you for 2. And then press up, just tap the foot right below the hip on 1. Back and down. Press it up for 2. Down for 2, nice and controlled. Go slower than this if you need to. We're on our 3rd minute of work. You might start to really feel that left side. Firing up, pressing through that heel. Good. Awesome job, almost there. Squeeze, allow yourself to slow down. If you need to, stop, shake it out, come right back into it. You could drop the weight off. I'm burning. Good, we've got 10 more seconds. 9, keep your pace. 8, 7, I'm slowing it down. It's 4, 3, 2, press it up on 1. Set your weight down. Shake out the legs. Oh my goodness. Body weight. Left leg goes forward, right leg goes back. We're gonna merge a seesaw and a lunge. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Hinge it over, find that seesaw position. We're lifting up and down and down. Now come all the way back up, set the back toes down and down, and press and lift to a stand. It's down and down, press up and up. It's down and down, press up and up, set the back toes down and down, and press to stand. We hinge it over. Take a seesaw, press it up. 1 more, seesaw over. Press it up, set the back toes down and down. Press up and stand. Hinge it over, down and down. Press and lift. 1 more, down and down. Press and lift, back toes down and down. Press and lift. I'm starting to slow down. Give me 1 more, wherever you're at. We'll fit in 1 more with this interval. Come all the way up, set the back toes down and down. Press up and up, stand, and shake it out. Good work. All right, we are coming into our double leg move. So you need 2 weights for this. Option to use body weight, totally fine. I'm gonna show you what these look like. These are stiff leg deadlifts, and we're gonna talk about why it's called that. So feet go underneath the hips. There's a little bend in the knees. Why are these stiff leg deadlifts? I'm gonna show you what these look like. If you've done this workout before and you know what we're about to do, go ahead and jump into it. The knees are slightly bent. All we're doing is hinging over at the hips, sending the tailbone back, not very low, we're not coming low, and then we're pressing back up. So it's stiff leg deadlift because the legs are not bending and pressing. Notice how the legs or the knees keep that slight bend the entire time, but it's not changing. Good. Now, go ahead and grab those weights. Take that hinge, tailbone goes back, down and down. Press up and up. Good. Down and down. Press through the heels and press and lift. You're going to feel a stretch through the hamstrings, and that's okay. I want you to find your pace. Don't think about rushing this range of motion. Nice and controlled every single inch. At the bottom, it's like you're tapping the tailbone or your seat on the wall behind you. Squeeze the press all the way back up. Again, you're keeping a slight bend in those knees the entire time. Your weights are almost grazing along the legs, Press up and up. Keep them nice and close to your body. We've got 10 more seconds. It's 6, 5, 4. Keep your pace for 3, 2. Finish out your rep on 1. If you're in the middle of 1, come all the way back up and we switch sides. Now, I'm going to stay facing this way so I can keep an eye on the time, but we are going to switch sides with our glider lunges. So now the weight goes in your right hand. The glider goes under your left foot. Grab the weight in your right hand. Hold on with your left hand. Now you can turn. If you've got a chair facing me, just put the chair on the other side. You can turn face the other way and just listen to my words. Whatever works for you. So glider is under the left foot. Right leg forward, left leg goes back. We're hinging it over, down and down. Press up and up. Good, so think about nice and controlled. You're holding on. You do not need to be balancing here. You can hold on with that left hand. So the same leg that's got the glider, that's the side that's holding on. So left leg is going back with the glider, left hand holds on. Good, now connect through that front heel. Nice and controlled. Good. Think about no movement through the back as you come down and up. You might hear some kiddos in the background. That's my life. Good. Nice and controlled. We've got 10 more seconds. Slow it down. Allow your body to slow down. We're keeping the weight in 4, 3, 2, seesaw. Take the glider away. Send your left leg back behind you. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. You still got the weight in your right hand. Hold on with your left hand. Slide it low. And we're pressing up and up and down and down. Press and lift. Lower and lower. Now, especially with these, start to slow it down. It does, if you went quicker on the other side and you're noticing, oh my goodness, I'm failing more on this side, that is okay. Slow it down even more. Take it nice and controlled. It always throws me off to not have music to teach to. I'm so wired to teach to music with my barre classes. But what I do love about the silence, other than the children, is I get to focus on the cueing a little bit more. So virtual is definitely a whole different realm because you guys can see me, but I can't see you. So I'm going to make sure you know what you're doing, but I also want to make sure you can see me. We have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go right into lunges. Step the left leg back, down and down. Press up and squeeze. Down and down. Press up and squeeze. Sometimes when I say that, I imagine Jane Fonda. I used to do her workouts when I was little. Yes, I'm old enough for that. I get told that all the time. That was my favorite. Good. Keep the chest lifted. So you're not rounding through the upper back, not rounding through the spine to get low. You're hinging at the hips. So it's almost like you're trying to set that weight down on the floor without rounding through your back. I like to put a hand behind me just to feel. but hold on with that hand if you need to. Good, we've got 10 more seconds. It's 6, 5, keep your pace. 4, 3, 2, finish out on 1. Press it up, set your weight down. Good, so body weight, seesaw to lunge. Send your left leg back behind you. Take a moment, breathe, shake out those legs. And then when you're ready, I don't have a weight in my right hand, so I'm just gonna hold on with my right hand here, but send your left leg back behind you, your right leg is forward, and you're gonna hinge it down and down, press it up and up, hinge it down and down, press it up, step the back toes down and down, press and lift, hinge it over, down and down, press it up, one more, down and down, press it up, back toes touch, down and hinge, press and lift. It's down and down, press and lift, one more. If these are confusing, just pick one. You could pick a lunge here and step it up, or you could pick seesaw and just stick with seesaw, body weight. One more, down and down, press and lift, back toes down and down, press and lift. We have 2 more. We're just going by time. So slow this down here if you need. We can fit in 1 more after this. Good. I'm slowing down a little bit more on this side. Woo, I'm shaking. Oh my goodness. Having to hold on for dear life. It's down and down. And press and lift. Shake it out. Oh my goodness. Stiff leg deadlifts. Grab your 2 weights. Let's take a moment. Circle it out. You can do whatever in a mobility or stretch you want right now. Switch directions if you're circling. You can even march the legs. All right, grab those 2 weights. Here we go. Stiff leg deadlifts, feet go underneath the hips, stand up tall, pull the shoulder blades towards the spine, pull the core in tight, feet are underneath the hips, toes point forward, little bend in the knees. Now hinge over and slide down and press and lift. I promise I'm watching the time. So I teach bar lift. I teach regular bar in person, and I also teach bar lift in person. And in our bar lift classes, we always go by time, and we focus even less on the music. And it's because we're lifting heavier weights. So some people really slow down. Some might need less time, and so they're like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna set my weights down for the rest of the interval. They can adjust weights during the interval as needed. So that's what I love about this class, is you can tailor it to you. Don't need to speed up. You can stop. If you're just done, you can stop. We have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those weights down. Grab your band. All right, band work. Watch this, because I want you to feel comfortable. Now, you do not need the band. You could just be body weight here. But if you want to use the band, place the band, I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see. Place the band under your right foot. Now you're going to be holding the band with your right hand. So hold on with your left hand. So it's a little bit different. So hold on with your left hand. The right foot is down, right foot has a band. You can grab pretty close to your foot. Stand up nice and tall. And we're going into seesaw, down and down with the band. Press up and up, squeeze. Down and down, press up and up. Nice and controlled. Keep those hips squared, which means you're not tilting through the body to lower down. Stay up high if you need to. Lower down and down. Press and lift. 1 more. Down and down. Press and lift. Now, set the back toes down. Grab your band in your opposite hand. So the band is under the right foot. You're holding on with your left hand. Come into a little kickstand squat. So parallel, step the left toes back. I'm going to show you from the front. Right leg is forward. Left foot steps back. The band is in the left hand. Band is under the right foot. Opposite. Grab as close as you can to the band or to your foot. Hinge over. Send the tailbone back behind you. We go down and down. Press up and up. Down and down. Press up and up. What does this look like without the band? You can let go. You could even just hold on. Bring the right hand to the hip and hold on with your left hand. That's where you are if you need to. Otherwise, you have that band. Good. We're not here long, I promise. We're almost done. We've got 10 more seconds. It's 8, 7, 6, 5. Little pulses down in 4, 3, 2. Find that low point, pulse it down for 8 to a hold. 7, 6, 5. Hold for 4. Go 3. Go 2. No, hold it low in 1. Hold 4. Hold 3, 2. Press it up. Switch sides. Shake it out. Band goes under your left foot. Grab the band in your left hand. So same hand to foot. Hold on with your right hand. Seesaw. I'm going to grab close to my foot, as close as I can. Find that low point, slide it down. Your back is still. We press up and up, squeeze, lower, down and down. You're doing such a good job. Keep going. If this is not working, take that band off. Just like this. That's all you need to do. The back leg is going along for the ride, but you're squeezing through both sides. Good. Press up and up, lower, down and down. 10 more seconds. Lift and lift. Lower and lower. Stop if you need to. Press it up. Keep going if you can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. Step the back toes down. I'm going to face you again. So left leg is forward, right foot steps back. Grab the band in your opposite hand, in your right hand. Send the tailbone back, and it's down and down. Press and squeeze. Down and down. Press and squeeze. I'm going to step back so I make sure I'm in the frame for you. Down and down. Now, you have to send the hips back to prevent rounding through the spine and to prevent that front knee from going over the ankle. We want to stay actually in line with the ankle, maybe slightly behind, but preferably in line with that ankle. We're not letting it travel forward. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7. Little pulses down in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Find that low point, pulse it down for 8, 7, 6, 5. Almost there. 4, 3, 2. Hold it on 1. Hold 4. Hold 3. Hold 2. We cool off on 1. Shake it out. Setting that band aside. Step the legs out. Rock it side to side. Maybe take some hip circles here. Breathe. Good. Switch directions. Take a longer stretch after this video if you need. Step those feet in. Bring one foot out. Circle out through the ankle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions for 4. Slow that breath down. 2 and 1. Lift the knee up. Circle out through the hip for 4. Hold on if you need to. 3, 2 and 1. Switch directions for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Switch sides. Left foot goes out. Circle out for 4, 3. This is my left foot. It might be your different foot. Switch directions for 4, 3. Just make sure you're switching sides. And 1. Lift the leg up. Circle out for 4, 3. So for if you're mirroring me, this is your right side. Switch directions for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Set those feet down. Stand up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your rib cage. Breathe. Steady your body. Option to gently rock side to side. Feel that rib cage move. I want us to learn to make these workouts work for us. Make the workout work for you. Breathe. So you can always slow it down. You can always do everything body weight. That's there for you. Noticing any differences side to side. Come back to that center point. One more big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Figure 4 stretch. Hold on to something. I'm going to turn. So bring your right foot on top of your left thigh. Flex that foot. Hinge over. Send the tailbone back behind you. Breathe. Good. Spine is long. And bring it all the way up. Switch sides. Hinge it over, flexing the top foot. You can stay here longer if you need on both sides, on each side. Good. Release all the way up. Last stretch, send your right leg out in front, heel to the floor, hinge over. Send the tailbone back. You can relax the foot more if you need. The more you flex the foot, the more sciatic nerve you have joining the party. Come all the way up, switch sides. Hinge over. Back is nice and straight. Option to relax the foot a little bit more. And release. Stand it up. Shake it out. Excellent job. You did an amazing job. I'll see you next time.